Morning, students, and welcome to another science lesson. I hope you're doing well and keeping up with all of your classes. Today, our topic in science is protist, or also called protoctists. In this lesson, I will discuss what protoctists are, how they are formed, and what processes or habitats are they present. Let's begin today's lesson. So, protists are single-celled or multi-celled organisms that live in moist and wet surroundings. They can be plant-like or animal-like. All protists are eukaryotic, meaning their cells contains a nucleus. So, protoctists which are plant-like include organisms called algae. Algae contains a substance in their cells called chlorophyll, which imparts green color as well as helps in the process of photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Yes, photosynthesis is a process by which plants can make their own food. So what happens during photosynthesis? During photosynthesis, a plant uses sunlight, carbon dioxide, water. It combines all these three things and produces sugar, which is a form of glucose, and oxygen. So this glucose is used by the plant and other organisms, and this oxygen is used by living things to breathe. So protists that are plant-like single-celled organisms, for example, Euglena, propel themselves with a tail called flagella. And these organisms also have an eye spot which helps them detect light. Do you remember how a flagella works? A flagella is a whip-like structure that swirls like a propeller and moves the organism forward. These plants, like protists, are mostly found in ponds or lakes. So why is it that a protist, such as Euglena, would move up towards the light in a pond if present? Think about the answer. So the main habitat of Euglena is freshwater or brackish water. Brackish water is a combination when seawater combines with freshwater. Euglena can also form red blooms and green blooms in ponds and lakes. The major mode of nutrition in Euglena is autotrophic, meaning they produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Animal-like protist includes organisms like amoeba. They're also called protozoans. They have special structures in their cells or in their body which helps them perform useful functions. One of the major structures in their cell is the contractile vacuole and the food vacuole. The food vacuole helps in digestion of food, while the contractile vacuole helps in removal of excess water from the cell. The main locomotory function of amoeba is pseudopods, also called false foot. These are just bodily extensions of the amoeba's body, like you see in this image here. You see how the amoeba is extending its body. This is called a pseudopod. This is how the amoeba moves. So students, why do you think the amoeba needs to move? Yes, because like animals, amoeba cannot prepare their own food. And as a result, it needs to search for food. It can feed on other organisms for energy for its normal functions. So other advanced type of protozoan includes paramecium. Paramecium also has different structures than the previously discussed amoeba. It has cilia all around its body, which helps it to move. Like you see in this picture here. Cilia are hair-like structures, outroads present all around the body of the organism, which helps it to move from one place to another. The paramecium also has a contractile vacuole and a food vacuole. So the food vacuole helps in digestion of food, while the contractile vacuole helps in removal of excessive wastes from the body. The structure of a paramecium resembles the sole of a foot. Protozoans prefer a habitat of fresh water or seawater and can also be found on dead decaying organisms. The mode of nutrition for protozoans is mostly heterotrophic, meaning they derive food from other organisms. They eat other organisms, which gives them energy for their daily function. So students, just for a short recap, there are four ways a protist can move. Some use pseudopods like amoeba, some use flagella like the euglena, and some use cilia like the paramecium. Others are also parasites and need a host to survive. Thank you, students. This was all for today. If you have any questions, please ask and I will get back to you. Thank you.